A blessed day, viewers and subscribers. Welcome to the bar. So another video. Put a like and leave a comment and make we get straight into this. Alright, so you don't know a weekend and me get the video from one immigration lawyer shall speak about. It's a Q&A session. So I want to listen part of where she says people ask some valid question where will be very informative to my platform. So I say, all right, I'm premiere it tonight. And also I will premiere part of my lively show that I do nightly. So sit back and listen. If you don't have any question, I can send them over to this immigration lawyer page and give them our contact. I got to try have her on my show one of them night. Alright? So I want to like the video because people are complaining so I have too much village lawyer on my show. But big up my village lawyer them. I love you now. I want to make your show active. Big up. Big up, big up, big up. See? And we also have the man from New York who say, "Insi man, I collect money from what? From the ice them." No, the man they say people are call people to get the $700 for people capture people by ice. May I slip up, but you don't understand what I say. Anyway, but then at night, so I do the video and then I go come live. So sit back and listen. If you don't have any question, put it in a comment and like. Make we drive, make we listen.
And one of those is asylum, that you can apply for asylum. Now they've limited asylum. They've limited, especially at the border. There are certain rules under Biden that he implemented and now they shut down some. So for example, they had the CBP One app. They've shut that down for people to make appointments to come in and state their claim for asylum. That has gone away. But the actual asylum, affirmative asylum and defensive asylum in court, it's still there. So keep in mind, this is statutory law. The president, and this is why I'm pushing you to make sure because a lot of people don't know you qualify for these solutions, these legal solutions. You always hear, get married or nothing else at all. But that's not true. So it's worth it for us to take a look at your situation to determine whether we can take your case. Because we focus on legal options that are available based on anything you've been through that you didn't realize could qualify you. So we've had clients who, for example, have been forced to work through fraud. They've been promised by an employer, I'm going to get you your papers. Just come work for me. I'm going to apply for your green card. Reliant on that promise, they go ahead and start working. And then when they start to work, they start to get mistreated. And then they are either dragged along until they realize that there is no such, they never planned to apply for their papers. Had they known that from the start, they would have never worked. That's called labor trafficking by fraud, right? And our clients have gotten relief. But before our clients who have gotten relief, like the two we've gotten approved today, they didn't know that until they came and told us about their circumstances. Again, other attorneys never even asked them those questions. So those other attorneys never found those options for them. But we asked those questions. So that's where I say, let us take a look at your situation to determine whether there are legal options available for you to be able to legally get your papers here and get protection. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate the encouragement. So what we do is we do an initial evaluation, and that helps us to determine whether we can take your case, whether we can work, whether you have a case that we can possibly work on. Then we set an appointment with the attorneys, and the attorneys would be able to confirm, give you legal advice. We sit down in a strategy session to go over our plan on how we are going to move forward to help you to get protection. At that point, there is a fee. After we've done the initial evaluation, at that point, there's an initial fee to talk through strategy with the attorney. That's $250. So, but we don't want to waste your money. So we make sure we give you a free initial evaluation to determine whether it is something we can work on. Once we determine that, we get straight to work to then figure out strategy with you in a session with the attorneys, and then we get to work after we've given you a quote based on your case and based on the strategy, the approach that we're going to take. How long does VAWA take if you want to expedite based on humanitarian considerations? So I would say that, it is, I don't know what kind of humanitarian considerations you have. It is difficult to get it expedited just because in certain cases you already have protections while you wait, like you get your work permit while you wait. However, I would say if you're going to get it expedited, then the USCIS's idea of expedite, it would be maybe 4 months, maybe 4 months to 6 months if they're going to expedite it. So you'd still have to wait that period of time. So expedite means faster, but it doesn't mean immediate. Is it safe to drive from Florida to NYC for an undocumented immigrant? They won't be the driver. So I would say if you are going to drive, then you need to make sure that if you're going to be driving anywhere, you need to make sure you're not the driver. Yes, I mean, is it safe? There are no guarantees, but I would say it's safer to drive in a private transportation than other types of transportation. So it's much better for you to be the passenger than the driver, because if you're the driver and you're stopped by police, they're going to focus on you and they're going to start asking you about your immigration status. Now, they are also looking, for example, if there's a driver who is transporting someone into the state, that driver can be charged with human smuggling. If they are traveling with an undocumented immigrant, that undocumented immigrant came into the country without permission. So there is that risk if you're driving in. So the real problem is driving into Florida, coming from one state into the other, or traveling by plane. So I would say any mode of transportation into Florida is going to be a risk there. I filed for my unmarried child. About how long will the process take? It depends. Are you a U.S. citizen? Are you a permanent resident? Where's the child? Is the child outside of the U.S.? Is the child in the U.S.? What's the child immigration status? What's the age of the child? I would have to know all of that to be able to give you an idea, because there are different types of immigrant categories, and we would have to figure out which one your child falls into for me to give you a timeline. What I can say is it ranges from 10 months to 12 years, unmarried child. So I would say 10 months to 7 years. It just depends though, whether it's on the 10-month side or it's on the 7-year side. It's going to depend on whether you're a U.S. citizen. Also, whether they're going to be successful in getting the green card is going to depend on whether they've overstayed and your immigration status and their age, whether they're under 21 or over 21. So as you can see, there are multiple variables involved to be able to give you an idea of the timeline. A U.S. citizen doesn't want to file tax with spouse because he owes IRS. Would that be a problem to get a green card? I would not let it stop you from applying for the green card. I would definitely say get in touch with us. We can help you to work your way through this successfully. I have had these issues before. For instance, this is for tax purposes, which is your right. If your spouse has tax liability that will affect your tax liability as well, then you're filing separately for those purposes. But it's very important to shore up other evidence. Make sure you include other very important evidence, and also to be ready with an explanation. So get in touch with us. We can definitely work with you to focus in on those challenges and make sure everything goes okay. It just depends on how much expertise do you have. Someone who overstayed for a long time and has no children, is there any legal process to change status? Get in touch with us. We can talk to you to figure out what's going on, and we can see if there are any options available. I was asked to submit a medical, and I don't know what the BITH for my form I-485. What can I expect after that? So as long as you send them everything they need and it's done correctly, you should expect your green card. Now we have to see when, because I suspect that's going to happen again. When will they implement interviews? Because I believe that's coming back. So you may see that as well. So any non-lawyers, do not follow any non-lawyers here. We don't, other than my information, please do not take the advice of any non-lawyers on here. I think that's one of the main problems that we're seeing too, is there are non-lawyers, I guess what you call village lawyers, giving advice, and that's where a lot of people get into trouble. So please make sure you're seeking the advice of an attorney. How about I-485 after submitting a medical report and a birth certificate? What can I expect? So if that's all they're asking for, they may just make a decision and send you the green card in the mail, approve you. Now, if they start to implement interviews, you might expect an interview. We just have to see. But no, I would say no news is good news until you get the approval, right? So if you don't get anything else, that they're requesting anything else, you're likely to just get the decision and then the green card. Should I let my child go back to the Caribbean while he waits? Definitely contact us. At this point, we need to talk, because I need to understand, how long has your child been here? If your child has been here and they've overstayed over 3 months, then you have to keep in mind, if they leave, they're barred for 3 years and may not return because of visa issues. So make sure you get legal advice before you do anything. Are these new laws going to be challenged? Yes, I believe they're going to be challenged. Some parts of the laws are unconstitutional, like the mandatory death penalty is unconstitutional. And then the Florida law may be in conflict with federal immigration law. So we might see challenges there as well. And the advises that people who are in need of legal processes will have to come meet lawyers well before. So definitely make sure that before you take any action, you seek legal advice. What happened when USCIS asked for birth paper and medical? So I answered that. Medical report after you're married to a citizen. So usually what that means is that they don't need anything else. It looks like they won't need anything else, and you're likely to be approved. But now we have new administration. We have to see what the changes will be in the future. But for now, you might just get the green card in the mail. I was F1 on pending asylum. My NIW got approved. Can I apply for adjustment of status? So unfortunately, I'm seeing a lot of this happen. The NIW gets approved, but when you're in asylum, if you didn't maintain your F1 and now you're in asylum, you're in this gray area where you don't have the status to be able to adjust status. If you still are maintaining your F1, you have a current priority date then adjustment of status is possible. But if you have the F1 is now expired and you just have a pending asylum, then there is no way to go from, and the priority date is current or not current because of the overstay of the F1. You may have a problem there. So I would definitely, and that's going to stop you from adjusting status. I filed an I-130 for my unmarried son in 2021, but we haven't received anything yet. On the immigration website, it says pending, but I still don't know the age of your unmarried son. Are they under 21? And are you a U.S. citizen? If so, then, I think you'd be good there. But if you're a permanent resident or your son is over 21 or over, there may be a problem if they overstay their visa. If you're an immigrant living in Florida or you're thinking about going to Florida, then you need to listen up. Florida has just enacted a sweeping new immigration law, making it illegal to enter as an undocumented immigrant and increases criminal penalties in the state. So here's what you need to know. It's now illegal for undocumented immigrants to enter or re-enter Florida. Now, undocumented immigrants are those who have entered the country without permission. So violating this law can lead to criminal charges up to 9 months in jail. They're also increasing penalties for certain crimes. Undocumented immigrants convicted of certain crimes, especially capital crimes, now face mandatory death sentences. There have been educational restrictions, so the law now eliminates in-state tuition for students without legal status. That includes DACA recipients, making education more expensive and less accessible to them. There's also enhanced enforcement funding. Nearly $300 million has now been allocated to bolster immigration enforcement, including hiring over 50 new officers that will be dedicated to immigration issues and facilitating local law enforcement's collaboration with ICE. These changes significantly heighten the risk for undocumented immigrants in Florida. The combination of the stricter laws and the increased enforcement means immediate action is crucial to protect yourself and your loved ones. There are legal options available that we help with. So despite these challenges, these legal pathways can help you to adjust your status or for you to get legal papers to live and work here. Here are some examples of some ways that we help. If you've been in a situation where you've been mistreated, abused here in the United States, there may be relief for you to be able to get protection from deportation and the ability to live and work here. But we need to hear what your circumstances are. We are offering free evaluations in order to help as many people as possible to determine whether you qualify so that you can work with us. So get in touch with us now. Take this seriously, treat this with urgency, get those papers.
These liars are too much village liar. But anyway, boy, I hope you not get 1 and 2 details. And as I said, can get the number and link on. Don't have to do, if that be the case. But anyway, we'll move on from that. So here we go. We always take one piece of live and show. Big up the people with up on the live now. We agree with one another. I don't know phone local family community this. And remember to reach out to me if you have a story. Next week we are going to story, alright? So we have finalized everything this week. 2773254. Alright, so we can listen from last night. Sure. Hello.
Yo, MIXUP boss.
What's up?
Walk on.
I'm chilling. What are you up to? You alright?
Yeah, man. Me just want to know say me a new viewer to your channel. I'm from a fellow content creator. You do a good thing. I mean, like how you switch up the topics them because most of the people on YouTube where you subscribe to your channel or really watch your channel are the people them where YouTube recommend it to. So me understand that. So, but I think we want to drop some knowledge from a personal testimony so other people can learn from real experience.
Yeah.
Tell the man them say, yo, Stop buy vehicle in a some of them girl have name because them don't have papers. When me come up here in a 2016, jumped in the office. Me come up, me go down and come back 2017. I'm in a go back a yard from them time there. Cool. When me come up, me buy my own car. Make sure you have your driver's license from Jamaica. So if police stop you, you have something. Because enough of them up here, they don't care if you have license. Because if you get stopped for a speeding ticket or anything, because I got stopped for a speeding ticket, the man said, me no care if you have no license. Just pay it. Because what happened? The money go in at the city. So you can pay it. You can pay it to the city. So me buy my own card. Next thing you need to do, make sure you open a bank account. Bank of America makes sense. When you get your first check, deposit into Bank of America, open an account. Easy. You know, if you have no papers or nothing. Most people come up here have them social security cards and run off and stuff. When you go into the DMV, and every state does this, when you go into the DMV and them ask for proof of address, make sure you bring the first page by your bank statement, and I saw you buy and insure your car and everything. So what happened now, because you don't have a license, the DMV created a license number. So if a cop there behind you and everything's straight, sometimes they'll pull you over or not, but you can buy and register your own car up here. So stop hype up some of them gala. And the next thing too, my mother tell me, because my mother there South Carolina, and he tell me when I come up here, say, yo, black American girl, they don't want to work. Them want you to come up here and mind them. Next thing, tell the man them say, cut out the bag of patois and learn to speak proper English. Because just as how we have game, them a girl up here have game as well. And when you come up here and speak bag of patois, you don't understand a lick of English, I don't know how to speak it, them a go use you. And we don't a yard, we get a whole bag girl when we broke. Come up here, the girl them prefer you when you broke, because when you broke, you're honest. But when you come up here and work your money, because we are hard worker, right? And you go start mind them. If you start mind girl not go turn in an idiot. So you have to have game. Me just get my citizenship and me deal with every paperwork myself. Me just file my citizenship, me go interview the other day, and me get it easy. Once you think legit, you're alright. Tell the man them say, present themselves properly. The girl them up here, them not have no style. Them adapt to your level. So if you come up here and give them a bag of money, them are going to use you. Just be real, and if a girl don't want you, make them go on where them are go.
Alright.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Make them go on with them and read a lot. Read a lot, because everything up here you can do yourself. You can do yourself, and I not look for nobody, Trump not do nothing for nobody. When we come up in 2016, everyone asking, yo, why you going to America and Trump is in power? I said, Trump is going to do his thing, and I'm going to do my thing. Because the judicial system up here, the president don't run the country. The president can only suggest certain things. That's why most of the executive orders them don't sign. So everything that Trump did in 2016 is the same thing that's happening now. So people should not be scared. If you still want pay for your girl for married, pay for the girl for married, but read and understand and listen to other people's testimony. Make sure you think legit. I don't know immigration will pop up a people's yard and I search you then trash. Immigration will search through your trash. Because once your trash is on the street, it's public property.
Okay.
Read a lot and understand the system has not changed. Just be real. If a girl no want you none, tell them go on them a go. And make sure say when them start talking to them girl here, treat them nice and everything. But when you realize that your feelings are catching everything, you cannot do anything for nothing. Make sure they know that I am illegal. So once them know you're illegal, don't tell them you want any papers. Because once them start falling in love with you, they will do anything for you.
Okay.
That's why that's the difference with Jamaican girls and American girls. What you put in is what you get out. If you put in love and honesty, that's what you will always get out 100% of the time. Mm-hmm. These girls will do anything for you. But if you show them the wrong thing and looking like you call you back a girl, them a Jamaican and everything, them sniff you out a long time. Because the thing is, they know the game. They know the game. And I used to do food and beverage back home, and I traveled to Europe. And when these girls come to Jamaica, they know that a lot of Jamaican men want to use them. So you know what I did when I was in Jamaica? Even if it's the last dollar that I have, I spend it on them. Because when they go back to their country, you know who they're going to look for? This guy that spent the last dollar on them. And I traveled all over Europe, and then I came to America. So I wouldn't want to say my thing was easy, but if you don't have a foundation, you will not stand on anything. You have to have a foundation. Go to the drawing board, get your game plan. And the next thing to conclude is, most of New York are bush. Most of New York are bush, yes. Most of New York are bush. But the thing is, because most of us here, when we come, we try to stay around a lot of Jamaicans. So we only know certain part. When I came up here, I separate myself from Jamaicans.
Sir, well, what do you mean most of New York are bush?
Most of New York are bush.
So then the pretty city, the pretty city that we see on TV, about Times Square, as I name?
Times Square, in a New York.
Yeah.
Most of members of New York borders Canada.
Right.
Members of New York borders Massachusetts as well. I'm in Massachusetts. Most of New York are bush. So the Jamaican, them come up here and them stay around people who them know, so that's why certain information stays the same. That's, you know, when they're at school at Jamaica and them say, yo, whisper this not as many years, and by the time we get to the last person, they don't know what going. So at that, so based on your show, and people are calling, let them speak and share the wealth. The Jamaicans need to come outside of the Jamaicans and gain the knowledge, and they will get through. When I came to Massachusetts, I didn't know anyone here. The last half a jump situation, me did illegal. I start paying my something them. I start paying my rent and so me not come up here for work permit. So me never have my social. Me never have no social or anything.
So I'm married to get a stay though.
Yeah, married and get my stay. And I would say she's the best thing that ever happened to me.
Oh.
You see what I say? I may have 2 kids, I may just buy a house last year and right now I drive from work. You have to have a foundation. These women up here, American man don't want enough of them. But the Jamaican man, the woman them knows that we are hardworking man them. So if you come up here and mind woman, them are going to turn you in an idiot. You have to have a game plan. Stop telling girl them, stop mind them first. Treat them like how you don't treat them a yard. And when the feelings start come now, you make them know say, yo, you don't have this. And then you're not to say nothing.
Okay, it come natural.
You're not to say nothing. It come natural. It come natural. And tell them on them say, dress good. Watch some YouTube video, just as how them watching your YouTube channel for testimonial experience.
Yeah.
Watch some YouTube channel and learn for work on themselves. Cause watch, you know, some of them man, them are Jamaican and come up here. Them are dressed like them are African with some long, you know, them long time boot the way. Them figure out what them call, like them church boot or something. Tell them man, them watch some YouTube video and work on them style. Because American culture has changed. American culture has changed, and first impression. Even though we are hardworking people, first impression. Watch some YouTube video and work on yourself in a heart. Just as what Trump are going with long time, Obama deal with it, Biden deal with it, but you just did not hear it. Trump can't do nothing at all when they are going with already what the country don't want to do. So you just have to work on yourself, watch your channel, get some inspiration, watch some other YouTube channel, and treat the girl them good. And then they will do anything at all for you. So just that more say. And the whole of New York a bush. The whole of America a bush. And it's a big city them put up. They can raise a fowl and everything. Right now in a BJ's Massachusetts, a $9 for 24 egg. And you can raise your own chicken. You can raise your own chicken anything in your backyard. Even if you have one little 10 by 10 backyard, you can raise your own chicken.
Okay.
You can't do anything up here. It's just sometimes you have to watch out for your neighbor because American people are bad mind too. And when they're weak, so the next thing why Jamaicans will get through up here, when we come up here and we start dealing with them women now and so. Remember most American women they have debt. So when a Jamaican man come up here now with him company program run off and him have him social security, right? He don't have a debt on him name. So when time me get married and so I start dealing with my thing, me use my credit and deal with my family thing with my 2 kids and my wife. Because I have no debt at all. And that's how we start build generational wealth. So make the man them know say, yo, they are the prize. Jamaican mans are the prize. Are anybody who come from out America, they are the prize because they come into the country without any debt. So use that. You are the prize. Us as Jamaican men, we are the prize. Don't forget that.
Amen.
Work on yourself. Tell some of them to go on where them and go. Treat the girls them right and they will do anything for you. Any little thing. But make sure that you read between the lines and also because you can't really let yourself short.
True.
We smart already, so don't come up here and play like we're idiot. I mean, nobody turn up in an idiot. Work on yourself. Everything we jump that go on with it, still go on with it. So
Alright,
big up yourself.
big up and thanks for calling, alright?
Let's say a word.
Yeah.
Alright.
You know, one thing I can tell you is that Trump last turn different from from the other one. Oh, turn it down. This, come on, man. No, that my Netflix come on a while ago. Hold on. Let me see what else did I call. 1, 2. Oh, me get him. Me get him. Alright, let me get the man. Let me get him. Did I show? Thumbs up live, guys. When you agree with the caller, what do you say? Yo, bro G, where are you? Why code? Why code? Yo.
Where you get that brother from a while ago?
Me not get nobody. You see me, I get man?
That brother there where you get on the line a while ago, that brother there a madman. Brother, tell him to come a Bronx for raise chicken in your backyard. My own. You see, up here different bridging. They are different county here. You see, you got Mount Vernon. When you got Mount Vernon, from starting from Mount Vernon, Westchester County. In a Westchester County, you can do anything. You can go raise chicken. In a city different, brother. You matter about New York a country. And which part of the country like where you matter? Where you saying it? Brother, Trump administration now is different from Trump administration then. Biden
agree.
But listen up, Biden mess it up and Trump come in and try fix it back. I fix Trump say I fix it back in my own. Most of them money where Trump go for right now, you know. Some prisoner them from some other country, you know, Venezuela and country there, you know. Remember all this thing are going on, my brother. They're gonna make you get an understanding what go on. Alright. You see, every country depend on the taxpayers' money to take care of prisoner, you know. The president, the respective country, them don't want the overhead cost there. So man, them let out the prisoner them and give them headway to come to the border. And then come my border and then come cross. Trump administration, where Trump did that at first, a different administration, my own. Every rat, me see it, all when you have documents, you get deported over here. Because I saw one lady down the road, they cried today. I said, then gone with her son, and her son having green card. I said,
Just one lady I cry?
Lady a bad.
What, Jamaican?
No, she's not Jamaican.
Spanish, one Spanish country.
But yeah, most of them Spanish. I say, my human a bad. Human said this morning, 4 o'clock, they're going to take out her son out.
Man, his son in an illegal activity, man.
She not come out and tell me, she come out and tell me, her son have a rape case of one.
Him have a rape case?
Him have a rape case of one.
Son of that man.
They're not that. Man, I try to report
it. Come on, you say man with a green card gone and then people get it. You know?
Hold on, he might try to report the people with the criminal background. But if he catch you and certain things are right with your paperwork, you're gone. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, my brother,
but when I say, why am not just target the criminal one them alone? Why am I go after everybody where we cross the border and seek asylum?
When you grow up, your mother ever tell you one say, you say, good, we have to suffer for you, bad. Well, that go on like that for my youth, the good to suffer for you, bad. And I tell you what go on. My youth, none of them know. Me or them people that talk and me or them talk about the road. Them a man not do road. Them a man don't know what go on the road.
I see some people are bash over there when they come on the show.
My them people no can't say anything, my God, my me I tell you say.
One of the people them say I lie I tell about man I collect money. No go so.
Man, alright, brother. You know say tomorrow you go live?
Yeah.
Me I get about 6 different man. Me I call you and me I get about 6 different man come prove with you. Me don't need to feel live. Me don't need to feel like I make up story, my. That go on right inside of New York, brother. A Bronx, me live and me tell you that already. That go on right inside New York, my youth. That go on right inside black people, them sell out the Spanish people, Spanish people sell out the black people, them. Everybody has sell out everybody. All their own family has sell out yourself. I want it for money, man, and make a fight, my youth. Not joke, not behind that, man. You have man who sit down in the yard, you have some man who over here never take up a broom from the and bar in a brother. And you make all in the loophole if you man, you feel like man now go take advantage of it, virgin. You have some man over here might lazier than them, you can't find my brother, man. Yes,
So between me and you, may I ask you one question?
Yeah.
How will you vote for?
You know what I'm saying? The first time when Trump coming up on.
No, man, the last election, who you vote for?
No, the last election of Kamala Harris, me did vote for, brother.
Come make you vote for her.
Kamala, no, because a family thing that's still. Why am I putting in vote for her? Man, because when I time my brother called me now, my brother tell me say, clap it for Trump, you know, because I remember Trump first term, you know. He never so bad. And when I really look on it, he never so bad. You know, in first term, but you know, this one your brother, he behave too bad, you know, brother. He go on too bad, you know, my youth.
You're not safe.
Nobody not safe over here. The police them a work with him, Virgin. And I feel like when they come for you, you know, my youth, them just a come for you and cuff you. My youth, if you did it and go like you are resist arrest, them a put lip on you. Like a Jamaica headed to brother, them a chew it on the ground and tip up on you. And I just, you want now. I 3 different departments are coming up, Homeland Security, ICE, and the NYPD, man, them, you know. So
between me and you not get none of $700 yet?
No, man, my youth, me don't want them the money, the dog. Me not tell you the thing go for me already, man. Tell us about the dog, tell us be alright, you know, man. If I feel like a joke, you know, be alright, brother, man. No want them the money, them, man. All far $700 can't go, brother. If me get $700 now, me and my brother, make me all tonight, me give Steve all off of that, and Steve back. I'll pay you with Steve a bun for yours tonight. Me that can't go help me, brother. Tomorrow, man, me wake up, me not broke again.
Okay.
But I forgot what the boy, you want, no.
So you love where Trump are going with, though?
Eh?
You love where am I going with?
No, man, no, me can't love that. Let me not say, me have family member where they are undocumented, my bad. Me can't love them. You saw me I say my youth, but what me I say to you say, them people don't really know where them attack. Them need to figure out a road, mate, and acknowledge up what go on a road. That me I tell you say, I don't like a yes alone. You can't be Virgin in my Brooklyn. The man say, I see him thing I catch Brooklyn Virgin. Same thing I catch Brooklyn, and the man say, I see him thing one Long Island. So me know me not tell no lie. I just because you need to get some of them man to call you.
Alright, here we do. Line up a couple of man me hear from them. I give you homework for them. No man, you can call me anytime in a day, man. Once I get them, you just call me.
Alright, no problem, man. Me call you tomorrow then, man. I think for 1, 2, 3 that, man.
Alright, come here, call. Me take.
Me there listen to it, yeah?
No man, big up.
Alright, my boss. Best of yourself, yeah?
Yeah, cool. Everybody have a story. Lord God. So I go on in California. ICE arrest in Burger King. Gee. No one say that. I'm tired of ICE. The ICE school looks, keep it up. The ICE school looks good. Okay, thank you. You can raise chicken in New York, but no rooster, because they make too much noise. Okay, the caller say you can raise chicken, but no rooster, they make too much noise. I owe this now.
Hey, good night, Damon. Go on, man. You know, I'm gonna say, if you know, I hear, ship sailors, man, who work on ship. Them have all a story. Me the seaman say, man, So, the seaman story is sweet, but me that a media man, bad man, me I tell you, swear.
If you're a media man, we can't help you. You have to be a media man, bro.
If you know, I hear.
Well, on the 1, 2.
Sailors, man, who work on ship. Them have all a story, man.
Try to call back somebody that call me. Yeah. It's a while Plains Road. Always night. Good night, everybody. Big up on yourself. Big up. Guys, me I run late, so I post one little video when you're done. I beg you, please go on here and press the like for me and watch the first 10 minutes. I appreciate it, please. I beg you. Yeah, where are you going? Did they call me?
Yeah, I have a call back tomorrow. I'm going for a date.
You going for a date?
Yeah.
I get like a pum pum.
Well, at that time, plan, yes.
Alright, go on, my G. Me
And
know.
the whole team, they want to talk to you about, man.
Me know, man, but go on, go get look up.
I almost get, no, man, I can't talk to you. I
Eh.
almost get trapped in that thing there, brother, of America now.
Eh?
Some of the Americans in, co-workers and friends are begging me to stay. 2 years ago, 2022. But you may have 2 kids in Jamaica. They use that and say, no, because the mother run off, you know. Then, when she get married last year, December. They say, no, we don't know that. Because it's like, I could tell you something that going to happen. Yeah. I'm coming to Jamaica. I know I have a nice business. I'm a photographer and stuff. Yep.
So you make the right decision then?
Yeah, bro. My kids' education come first. Because when they're Jamaica, the grandmother will take care of them. She know that intellect. Well, it's not even that. She know intellect because them with homework. She's sick. A wheelchair, she know. The grandfather, him head not so right here. You know. And my mother know she have to go work. But them not stay with the grandmother and the grandfather by the mother side. They get me? So it's not always about the glamour of the America and still egos and life can make a Jamaica, brother.
Okay.
Can go up there and say, holy for Jamaican, they go party and them get out their money for true. Yeah,
Somebody tell me say they got in a club. Then say a 65-year-old woman in a club, dress up, a look man, and gone up. Me say 65, anybody can confirm if this is true. 65-year-old woman got a club in America, dress up, but them a go party. Let me know if not.
Then just want to buy one pound alcohol and stay at their house and then got a club and then drink out their money. That's all they want to do, enough for them. That's all them, enough for them. And enough of them have all 5 women, 4 women. Serious thing, brother. Real thing, bro.
Enough of man them have how much woman?
4 and 5 women, bro. Yeah, bro. Because guess what? You're going now. I'm telling you the real truth. You see what they say? The Jamaican woman them don't want to spend their money when they get paid. See? So Jamaican woman them have all 4 and 5 man. One man I take care of. One man I take care of one bill. One next one I take care of one next bill.
What?
And the woman them save their money. Yeah, but me call you, I can tell you.
Alright, come on, I can tell one next time. I'll talk you out, yeah. Alright.